set the cooler up in the kitchen. What used to be the kitchen.
Thanks.
So, what's the ETA on the rest of the house?
Oh, it's gonna take some time still.
It's still good to be back home. You know, Keith's back. I saw him at Grandma Lucinda's house.
Oh, well, that's good. Been gone for a while. Your mom probably missed him.
I'm not so sure about that. I think things have changed.
I left town and that suited you just fine. You had all these opportunities to put Lily and Holden back together again, didn't you?
Lily and Holden have been mysteriously drawn to each other for years. Long, long time. I tried to warn you.
No, you got what you wanted, so congratulations to you.
Wait, why are you yelling at my mother?
Because your mother's been gunning for me ever since I came to town.
My mother's been in the hospital.
Hey,
and she has
Lily.
cancer.
Hey!
I don't understand. Why are you mad at Casey?
She's mad at the world, all right? Let's just go.
He told Will I should get rid of the baby. He said I should have an abortion.
No, I'm sure you must have misunderstood.
Oh, no. He was real clear, weren't you, Casey? Then again, there's all sorts of things that you don't know about your boyfriend. Well, what do you think, Casey? Time to bring her up to speed?
Mom's on her way. What am I gonna say that she's gonna listen to, Paul? Mom never listens. You know that. All right, she wants me and Gwen to get a DNA test so that she can figure out if this is really my kid or not. She's gonna force it upon us. What am I
That's just
supposed to
not
say?
the issue. Look, Will, if you're gonna go through with this, what you have to do...
Don't tell me what I have to do, okay? Paul, this is none of your business.
I didn't push Jennifer. She isn't hurt. The baby isn't hurt. So why is she trying to accuse me of assault?
That's not why we're here, Craig.
Oh.
You'll be arraigned on the assault charge later. Jennifer has asked for a restraining order.
Yeah, you mean her father, the cop, called his buddy, the judge, and had me hauled in here, yes?
Where you'll be able to testify on your own behalf, and I'll be able to cross-examine any witnesses.
Whatever, let's just get it over
Wait,
with.
Craig, wait. Are you aware of the implications here? If the judge finds for Jennifer?
Yeah, I won't be able to talk to Jennifer or be anywhere near her for a year. Big whoop. I can hire a nurse to pick up my son.
The order will extend to the child. You won't be able to hold your son or even see him until he's a year old.
Sure you're up to this?
What choice do I have? I have to protect the baby. Oh, this could go on for a while. Could you get me some water?
Sure.
You okay? It's gonna be just fine. Oakdale's finest are gonna testify that they saw Craig push you to the floor at the Lakeview.
Even though he didn't.
Jen, he did push you in every way for a long time, am I right? Today he gets his. He got ugly with you. He tried to be nice. He pushed you to the floor at the Lakeview. End of story. Nobody's ever gonna know different.
She's still pregnant. By the time the baby is born, the restraining order will be
There
set
shouldn't
aside.
even be a restraining order in the first place. Nothing happened.
Well, something must have happened. You were at the Lakeview.
Minding my own business. When Jennifer approaches me, she sits down. Could we talk? Fine. I'm polite. Then she tells me she has decided that I am never going near my son. No visitations, no nothing. And why? Because I killed Brian.
What? That's so unfair.
Yeah, and evidently having no father is better than me. So anyway, she keeps pushing, and I get a little angry, but I am under control. And I take her elbow like a gentleman to lead her somewhere quiet, somewhere private, because she is making this awful scene, and suddenly she starts yelling, "Stop pushing me, stop pushing!" And then she's on the floor.
Oh, my God.
Okay?
The baby?
The baby's fine. Jennifer's fine. They took her to the hospital. Everything's fine.
Thank God for that.
Only she's arranged this emergency meeting with all these people here.
What do you mean? There were people around when she fell?
Oh, lots of people. Bob, Kim, Dusty, Sierra.
How convenient.
Ah.
You think you were set up?
You have,
Yes, I have cancer. Oh, just look at him, darling. He's all soft and squishy now. A minute ago, I mean, it's disgusting. A minute ago, you want to take my head off, even though I don't think I deserve beheading. And Lily, I forbid you to blab to another person ever again.
I am sorry. I just wanted him to stop yelling at you.
Oh, you think because I have cancer, I've lost my voice?
Okay, of course not. I'm sorry.
Please, darling, just stop it. Stop doing whatever it is you're doing,
I
please.
said I'm sorry. I know you're waiting for your biopsy results.
The call hasn't come. Mr. Marcy, I just know it's such a shock to you, but you are the last thing on my mind right now.
yes, I realize that, and I apologize for yelling.
Why? Because I have cancer?
No, because I thought you were responsible for Lily changing her mind.
Changing my mind about what?
Well, Luke told me that you and Holden were back together again.
What? No. No. Holden and I have been working really hard to keep a relationship with the children, but we are not back together again. You don't think I would have called you or talked to you about
Yes,
doing something
Lily.
like
I just got blindsided by your kid, that's all. And then I apologize for yelling.
I had trouble putting up with you before, but you want to know something now? The kinder, gentler you makes me puke.
Luke, your mother and Keith, they're committed to working things out. That's why he came back.
We'll see. God, I really got a lot done.
Yeah, well, your mom, she promised them the moon and the stars.
Well, she wants her home back.
How's your grandmother?
Nancy. She's waiting for biopsy results.
You know, your grandmother tends to think that she can handle anything that life throws at her, but she needs all the support she can get right now.
You're right. Hey, I was thinking, you know, since our kitchen's out of commission, maybe we could have a cookout at her place. You know, like last summer by the pool.
I don't think that's such a good idea. She's probably not ready for that right now.
Well, I'll ask her. I think it would be a good idea just for Mom. If we were all having a good time, maybe she'll forget about things. I'll ask her.
What do you say, Case? Should I tell her, or do you want to do the honors?
What is she talking about?
I was talking to Will and she overheard, but the point is, Will is standing up. It's what he wants to do. It's his choice.
Funny how that works. The guys get to choose. The girls, they just get stuck.
Gwen!
Let her go.
But she's upset.
She's always upset or mad or something.
But look at her life.
It's exactly what I was trying to explain to Will. I mean, he needs to think long and hard before he signs on to this fatherhood.
Because she doesn't come from the right background? Then neither do I. My mom's a cook.
My mother's a cop.
Look, I'm just saying that money shouldn't matter. Just because Gwen is broke, does that mean she doesn't deserve to be our friend? She needs us, now more than ever.
Where are you going? I'm leaving. You called her. You deal with it.
Relax. I'll take care of it. And maybe Mom's come to her senses. Maybe she won't get involved. Maybe she'll mind her own business.
Hi, is Will here? Oh, good. Honey, I just got off the phone with Dr. Schiller, and she can do Gwen's amnio right away.
Dr. Hughes, can you tell the court how you came to be at the Lakeview dining room this morning?
I was having breakfast with my lovely wife.
And while you and your wife were having breakfast, did you notice Craig Montgomery sitting nearby?
Yes, he was approximately 20 feet away.
Was he alone?
Well, he was at first, and then Jennifer came in and went up to speak to him.
And then what happened?
Well, my breakfast arrived, which took my attention until Craig raised his voice.
Were you able to hear what he was saying?
Yes, he told Jennifer to get away from him.
I arrived for a meeting, and when I entered the dining room, I heard Craig bellowing.
I have enough right, reason, and money to blow you out of the water, okay? And I will. So when this baby is born, you better get a good look at it, because it may be the last time you ever see it.
Bob wanted to intervene. It was an ugly situation, but before anybody could do anything, Craig grabbed Jennifer's arm.
Stay away from me. No,
Let's go.
Stop. I'm not going anywhere. Stop pushing me.
I am not
Craig.
pushing you.
You heard Jennifer ask Craig to stop pushing her.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
Excited utterance, Your Honor.
I'll allow it. The witness may answer the question.
Yes, I did hear Jennifer ask Craig to stop pushing her.
Thank you. Your witness?
Mrs. Hughes, while you were enjoying your breakfast and chatting with your husband, were you able to hear what Mr. Montgomery and Miss Kasnoff were discussing before this excited utterance?
No.
So you have no idea what led up to my client's outburst?
No, I don't. But quite frankly, I don't see what difference that makes. I did hear him threaten her. I did see her being pushed, and I saw her fall. A pregnant woman.
How are you, holding up here?
Just holding my breath, like the rest of the family.
Well, I should have been around here.
No, it's not your fault. Please. It's okay.
No, still, I should have.
I know. Well, my mother, she thinks she's invincible.
Yeah, well, she's not the only one. You know, Lily, I really, really missed you a lot. That's why I came back early. I'm here. So, anything you need or want, you got it.
Luke. Luke!
We were walking into the dining room, and I heard Craig yelling. Everybody did. I mean, you could hear him to Chicago.
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained. The witness will refrain from elaborating and simply state the facts.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yes, he was loud. And it's a fact that everyone was staring at him.
Then what happened?
He grabbed Jen's arm. Jennifer told him to stop pushing her. And the next thing you knew, she was on the floor. He pushed her.
Your witness?
Mr. Donovan, you work with the complainant, do you not?
Yeah, we all work together. Craig, myself, and Jennifer.
A simple yes or no, please.
Yes.
You've also worked with Mr. Montgomery on occasion, is that correct?
Yes.
And that didn't work out, did it?
Nope, didn't work out. You probably wouldn't want to work with him either.
Is it fair to say you don't like my client?
I'd use a stronger word, but yeah, I don't like him.
And so you just happened to show up at the Lakeview just in time to witness the confrontation between my client and your business partner. Is that also fair to say?
That night when Allison set us up on that double date, did you know her?
Who, Gwen? Yeah, I don't know, we go to the same school.
Just because of the way you looked at her.
What do you mean, what way?
Like you knew her.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I do know her. We went to the same school for years.
Did you ever go out with her?
How can you be sure that this girl is not using you? I've heard she's very user-friendly. How many boyfriends do you think she's had?
Okay, Mom, you don't like her. I get that. Can we move on?
It's not about liking her or not liking her, though I have to admit she would not be my first choice for a daughter-in-law.
Mom, I'm not marrying her. I'm helping her.
Okay, I really don't understand here. You don't love her?
No. My feelings about her have nothing to do with why I'm helping her, okay? It's my responsibility. How many times do I have to say that?
Oh, well, I, for one, don't ever have to hear it again as long as I live. How about you, Mother? Vodka rocks.
Oh, please, you two are mad. A baby, under the best circumstances, is a dicey proposition, and this, my darling sons, is anything but that. Where are you gonna live, Will? In the garage? With an infant? How are you gonna support yourselves? And if you think you can use your trust fund to tide you over, well, you know what? A hospital delivery is gonna dig into the principal, and if there are complications, poof, it's gone. And then what are you gonna do? Quit school, get a job at Al's?
Okay, I didn't say it was gonna be easy.
Good, that's a start.
But we're gonna make it work.
Can we at least find out if this baby is a Ryan before you drag the whole family into the garage? And if the baby is yours, then whatever you want. I'll be the model grandmother.
Okay, Mom. I've heard what you had to say, and I appreciate your concern. But no test. No paternity test whatsoever.
You are not making any sense.
Mom, I swear to you, okay? If you fight me on this, I swear to God, I will never speak to you again.
Oh, I wish I had a nickel for every time you kids said something like that. I'd retire by now.
You're not retired now?
A mother never retires from her job. You called me over here, and here I am. So, together, we're gonna solve this problem, whether the two of you like it or not.
Your Honor, we have established that Mr. Donovan was at the Lakeview for a previously scheduled business meeting. The fact that he may dislike Mr. Montgomery is irrelevant. I mean, are we to assume that Dr. Hughes dislikes Mr. Montgomery, Mrs. Hughes?
The objection is sustained. The question will be stricken from the record. And Ms. Griffin, unless you've got evidence to support this theory of yours, you'll abandon this line of inquiry.
Mr. Donovan, it's been alleged that Miss Kasnoff said something to provoke Mr. Montgomery. Did you hear their conversation?
No. But in my experience, it's not difficult to provoke Mr. Montgomery.
Anything further, Counselor?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Mr. Donovan, you're excused. Mr. Hughes.
I'd like to call Jennifer Kasnoff.
Just tell the truth and you'll nail it.
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
Well, if you're not a couple, why are you doing this?
Let's just talk about this, okay?
What's going on?
You don't want to know.
Your brother shoved my pregnant wife to the floor.
Or maybe it just looked that way.
I was looking for my mother when I saw Mr. Montgomery.
And were you by yourself?
Yes. But my husband and I were trying to reach some sort of accord with Mr. Montgomery, so I thought I would speak to him. I assumed he would be civil. We were in public. Obviously, I was wrong.
Well, the defense seems to feel that your conversation with Mr. Montgomery may have had some effect on his state of mind. So what is it that you two were talking about?
My baby. Our baby. Craig is the biological father. He had expressed an interest in developing a relationship with this child, and I felt that I had to remind him of a few very sad facts. Specifically, that he was responsible for the death of his own son, Bryant.
Objection, Your Honor. Extremely prejudicial.
Sorry, Counselor. I don't care if it's true or not. Simply that it may have provoked Mr. Montgomery and led to his actions. After the exchange about Mr. Montgomery's late son, what happened next, Mrs. Kasnoff?
Craig got very angry, and he grabbed my arm. And I was afraid. I told him not to push me, but he did, and I ended up on the floor, and I was so scared for my baby that something might have happened to him. And they took me to the hospital, and I'm okay. And so far, the baby's okay. But I could have lost him.
I don't date girls like Gwen.
What do you mean, girls like Gwen?
Look what she did to Will. He's trapped for life now, right? And I hate it, Celia. The guy's my best friend. He's going through enough bad stuff in his life without having to deal with a girl like Gwen. Plus a baby? That's insane.
I know, it's not a good situation.
No, it's a disaster.
Still, it's not the baby's fault. And to tell Will that they should get an abortion?
What's the difference? He didn't listen to me anyway.
I still think you should apologize.
Why don't you tell Gwen to apologize for eavesdropping on someone's private conversation?
What would you do if you're in Will's situation?
I wouldn't be in Will's situation, ever.
Why are you hustling me out of here when you called me and asked me to come over?
Why do you think I called you and asked you to come over?
To stop your brother from ruining his
I called
life.
you and asked you to come over here so that Will could tell you how he felt.
Will is not making any sense.
Do you want to see your grandchild?
If it is my grandchild.
Are you willing to take that chance? Because from what I hear, this girlfriend is no pushover. So, word to the wise, accept his decision.
And just let him finance the whole thing?
Oh, Mother, it's just money. Let it go. The baby is coming, whether you like it or not. So just support him and wait and see.
So you're just saying that
If this is your grandchild, you're going to want a ringside seat.
And if it's not?
Well, look, my little brother is very smart. There has to be a reason he's sticking by this girl. You smell nice. You got new perfume?
Oh, stop trying to butter me up.
He's gone. I was yelling after him. He pretended not to hear me, he's just gone.
Lily, he's rooting for his parents to get back together again. And, he lied to me, but, now he saw the way it is, so, he doesn't like it.
That's not just that. It's so much. The fire, his things burning up in the fire, his grandmother has cancer.
Well, he's a good kid, though. He's got, great parents and great home, and, I know it's not easy.
Stop coddling him. Is that what you're saying?
Well, just give him a little bit of room. And tell him that your boyfriend is not a deadbeat. He got a new job.
You're not a deadbeat. A job?
Yes.
Really? Is it with an airline or a corporate jet thing or what?
Well, that's actually for a medical company. I'm going to be running supplies around. Pays great.
Good.
First installment, $5,000.
That was a gift. No, forget it.
I don't take gifts from girls, especially you. So, tell Luke the way it is, and tell him that I'm going to be a part of your life for a long, long time.
Okay. So I'll catch up with you later.
What do you think?
All I want, all I've ever wanted, Your Honor, is to share in the custody of our child. And I've told this repeatedly to Jennifer. And I told her again this morning when we spoke, but she is not interested in sharing our child. No, she wants to raise it herself, well, with her new husband.
Objection, speculative.
Your Honor, if opposing counsel is allowed to elicit testimony as a state of mind, certainly...
Sustained. I'm only interested in what Mr. Montgomery did, Miss Griffin, not why.
Well, I got upset, Your Honor, yes. Because Jennifer was making a public scene. She brought up my deceased son, Brian. Blamed me for his death.
You were upset, so you raised your voice.
Yeah, well, I raised my voice. Yeah, the whole room could hear these ridiculous things she was accusing me of. She was trying to humiliate me in front of people I know.
Mr. Montgomery, did you push Miss Kasanoff to the ground?
No. I would never do anything to jeopardize her or her child, and she knows that. She's only looking for leverage here to deny me custody.
Objection!
Once again, the witness will confine himself to what he knows to be true.
What is true, Your Honor, is that I tried to walk Jennifer out of the dining room so that we could continue our conversation in private, and she fell. I never pushed her.
Your witness.
Did you hear Dr. Hughes, Mrs. Hughes, anyone for that matter, testify to the fact that they overheard the discussion between you and Jennifer before the fireworks started?
No.
So you want us to believe that you were so embarrassed by this quiet conversation that you started to hurl threats at Jennifer. Is that your story? Mr. Montgomery?
I was frustrated, yeah. But
from all accounts, it appears that Jennifer was the one that was using discretion, that you were the one that lost control, and you were the one that invaded her personal space.
Objection, Your Honor. Argumentative.
Overruled.
Therefore, I think you were so angry that you didn't really know what you were doing.
Hello? Sugar, I already have a subscription to the Illinois Gazette.
Helping Dad.
I'm sure he'll understand. I want to talk to you.
I don't want to talk to you.
Hey, look. Okay. I know how hard this is. Believe me.
No, you don't.
Well, then I'll listen to you. Explain it to me, please.
After Julia died, and I thought you killed her. I mean, you didn't. But you made everybody think that you did. And it felt like the end of the world. You were going to jail. Our family was falling apart.
None of that happened.
I thought you were going to listen to me.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
After Julia died and you came back home, I thought that we might have had a chance. But then you went and hooked up with Keith, and it started all over again. Do you have any idea how much I prayed that he'd never come back?
I'm sorry.
No. No, you're not. You want Keith, he's here. Take him. You could go to Grandpa's place and do what you want. Grandma can die, and I guess I'll just stay here with the girls and what's left of the house.
Winner and still champion, my ferocious little brother. Mother totally caved.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's plotting her next campaign, but the prospect of being banned from the nursery totally got to her.
Well, I'd never ban her from the nursery, although Gwen might.
Well, maybe that's what you like about her. She'll stand up to your mother.
It's definitely a good point in her favor.
What's she like?
We're not together, Paul.
Okay. Well, if you're not a couple, why are you doing this?
I should just walk away from her? You're worse than Mom.
That's not what I mean. I'm just saying I feel, and I'm sure you agree with me, that this is a huge commitment. How are her parents? What are her folks like? Are they helping her at all?
She doesn't really have family.
Poor thing must be scared.
Yeah. She hides it well, but I think she is.
Well, I'd like to meet her.
Why?
Why? You're my kid brother, Will. And I know that I haven't really been there for you. The last few months I've been kind of wrapped up in my own stuff, but I really want to be supportive. Why don't you and Gwen come over here for dinner tomorrow night.
No, it's too convenient. Jennifer makes a big scene. Dusty and Sierra just happen to be there.
But how to prove it? And you know Bob and Kim weren't in on it.
No. No, I don't know that. But you believe me, don't you, that I didn't push her?
Of course, yes.
Judge Kwan is ready to rule.
Well, I've reviewed the testimony, and I have to say that I'm appalled. That you would willfully disregard the health and safety of your own offspring, Mr. Montgomery, by shoving a woman who is trying to reason with you shows a lack of restraint that borders on criminality. And that no harm came from it is no excuse. I hereby grant the plaintiff's request for a restraining order preventing any contact or communication with Mrs. Kasnov or her offspring, with the following amendment: that this restraining order be in effect for a period of no less than 5 years. The complete terms are in my written order. The hearing is adjourned.
I'm so sorry.
Was it worth it?
Are you kidding me? You were so convincing the judge piled on 4 more years. All right, Craig is out of our lives, baby. I'm gonna get the car. You can meet me downstairs?
Yeah.
Nice work.
You too.
I'm really proud of you.
You okay?
Just a little worried about my brother.
Your brother shoved my pregnant wife to the floor.
Or maybe it just looked that way.
What are you saying?
We shouldn't get into this.
No. I want to know what you meant by that.
Look, Jennifer and Craig are in a custody battle, right? Craig wants joint custody. Jennifer doesn't want him to have anything to do with his son.
There are good reasons for that.
So all I'm saying is that it is a possibility that Jennifer made it look a little bit worse than it really was so that she would have an upper hand.
If you think that, I don't even know who you are anymore.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, you're accusing my wife
Of setting up my brother. Yes, I am. And you know what? I don't think I'm wrong. I think Jennifer would do just about anything to get what she wants.
I think we need to call it quits for a while.
Fine. How about you stay away from me? If you can do that.
Hey, I've been looking for you. So, got my mom to back off. No DNA test.
You're a good guy, you know that?
That's the rumor.
I heard what Casey said to you about me having an abortion.
Well, then you heard what I said to him.
You told him to back off. Why?
Because it's your decision. And he's being a jerk.
Thank you.
So, my brother, he knows.
This is so out of control.
He wants to meet you.
This isn't even your baby.
What's your point?
I'm not meeting your brother.
You like him. Look, Gwen, if we're gonna do this, we have to be convincing about it. And there's no way I wouldn't tell my brother about my pregnant girlfriend, so... So dinner?
You want to rent out the whole club?
Just for a couple of hours.
Maybe if you'd called a couple days ago, we're booked.
Listen, work with me. What is your name?
Jerry.
Jerry, okay, listen, I want to do a very special evening here, and money is no object. 3 things I need: flowers, champagne, and music. You see, when my girl walks in here, I want her to melt. Am I clear?
Come on, look, let's just talk about this, okay?
What's going on?
You don't want to know.
This is my fault. Apparently, I've not been clear enough with him about this whole situation.
Your situation with Keith?
With Julia's murder, me almost going to jail, us breaking up, my mother being sick, it's just too much.
But on balance, he's healthy and he's back on track at school.
He's a teenager. He's got a short fuse and a long memory.
Lily, life goes on. And if you want a future with Keith...
I want my son to feel safe in the world.
Yeah, but you can't change what's happened. You can't see into the future. There's no telling what's going to happen with your mother.
You know, under the circumstances, I think you and I should just hold off on the divorce.
The forecast, cloudy and windy today with gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Temperature dropping from 59 degrees this afternoon. Cloudy and continuing windy overnight with a low of 47. Cloudy with a few sunny rays and not as warm tomorrow. High 53 with
Hello? Oh, hello, Dr. Burke. I've been waiting for your call. I certainly understand what you're trying to tell me, Dr. Burke, but actually I would prefer it if you would just tell me. Tell me now, over the phone. No. No need. I know what that means. Oh, boy.
What's his name? David Boyes. We'll call him.
Craig.
And who's the guy from Boston? The Harvard guy with the beard, Harvey. We'll call it. We'll get a team together. We will pelt them with appeals.
Craig, it's over.
Oh, it hasn't even started. A shotgun hearing in front of a judge who refuses to take into account that we're in the middle of a custody battle. Come on.
You know I'm on your side, but you have to look at the facts. You might be able to cast some healthy suspicion on Dusty, certainly, even Sierra. But Bob and Kim, they're unimpeachable. You have to let this go.
On the next, As the World Turns.
Got to go meet Keith. He's gonna think I stood him up.
You don't have to go. You know, I'm sure you'd understand. Maybe you should just stay here. With us.
Dr. Berg called, and pathology's report is in.
What's going on? Is there something you're not telling me?